Hi everyone, we're back in the craft room and I have a Valentine's Day project for you today. And what we're going to be using is this wooden plaque, which is really inexpensive. I found it at Walmart, and I've made these hearts. And if you've seen my other videos, maybe you saw it before. And they're kind of hollow on the inside and they're half hearts. And I just painted them with acrylic paint, did polka dots on them in different colors. And the way I made them was I used a salt clay, and if you go to my website at www.craftclatch.com, you can find the recipe for the salt clay. And all I did was I pressed it into this candy mold of hearts. It's a Wilton candy mold, like a truffle mold or something, and let them dry, and then they pop right out. So when they're dry, you finish, or you paint these hearts any way you want. And I've also gone on regular cardstock paper. I printed Happy Valentine's Day, May Love Find You. So, and this is also from the salt clay, and all I used on this was a cookie cutter. I had a bunch of salt clay left over, so I just put a cookie cutter down and pressed the salt clay into it, painted it red. So this is what we're going to do, is we're going to have the hearts on the corner, and we're going to have the saying on here. But before we get there, we need to paint it all. And I have my paintbrush, and I think I'm going to use like this baby pink color. And this a little bit of a metallic black, so I'll put that over in the one container next to it. But I have a little bit of water here, and I'm going to add that to the pink. And I'm going to pick up some of that pink, kind of give it a nice wash. Okay, I have the pink in there, and now I'm going to do a little bit of the pink and just a touch of the black. I only have a little bit on my brush, and I'm going to do that just to kind of give it a little bit of interest across here. Kind of blend it in, and now I have that. And I'm going to use the pink and the black, but a little bit more black than I had before. And I'm going to go around the edges because I want it to kind of have a little bit more of a framed border feel to it. So here's our background plaque now. Now we'll let that dry a little bit, and then we'll start to put on the other pieces. While our plaque is drying, it's a good time to take our wording and give it a little bit of a color wash. And I'm going to do it in a metallic red. I have a metallic red acrylic paint, and all I've done is I put it in my little palette here and added a bunch of water because I want it really watery. So all I'm going to do is put it over, and then I'm going to take my paper towels and just wipe it right off, and then leave it to dry. I'm going to do the same on the other one. Everything's dry, so we can move on to the next step. And that's going to be attaching our hearts and our wording. And we're going to need to kind of get an idea of where we want it all to fall. Because I want the hearts to end up in the corners. And all I did, before I forget, is after the paint dried, I just took a Sharpie marker in black and just went around the edges just to kind of give it a little extra pop to stand out. And I think I'll have the other one go like this underneath that heart a little bit. So I'm going to take my Mod Podge and what I'm going to do is put a bunch right on there. Then take some more and put it on top. Now you're going to have wrinkles on this. Normally I like to dip the paper in water before I apply it, just to make sure the wrinkles come out, but you can do it this way too. And you might put some wrinkles on here, but that's okay in this case. There we go. Work that wrinkle out. Brush over it again. Make sure all the wrinkles are gone, because this is the time that you have to work with it. Okay. And then we've got to put the other one on. So now that we have the wording in place, we can attach the hearts. And normally I would use just a tacky glue, would work fine. I'm going to use the Weld Bond only because my tacky glue dried out. So I'm going to put, and remember part of the hearts hangs over the edge, so you don't need to put it all the way up to the top. I'm just going to put it there and then place it, push it down, and then I'm going to wipe off with my brush any excess glue that seeped under, because that will dry clear, you won't see it. And I'll do that with the other 4 hearts, or the other 3 hearts. And then we'll attach the heart in the middle. You can choose, like, this side is a rougher side and that stuff is this side's a smoother side. And I think I like the rougher side even a little bit better than the smoother side. I think it adds a little more character. So I'm going to put the glue on the smooth side. Place it down. Squish it and then clean up anything that might have seeped around the edges here. And we'll let this whole thing dry. So here's our Valentine's Day plaque all finished, and I decided to go with a matte finish instead of a satin or a shiny or a gloss. So that's how it turned out. Hope you like it. Hope you give it a try. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to check out my website at www.craftcollage.com, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching.